We're just getting started here on the 3-time Emmy award-winning high school sports show, State Champs. I'm Emily Michaels. You can get all highlights by logging onto our website at statechamps.tv. Coming up is the suicide prevention volleyball game in Pinckney, so stick around. Welcome to the third concert of the BBSO's 2011-2012 concert season. This program fields a small Baroque and classic ensemble of music from what was truly a golden age. Though the music is 200 and more years old, it still speaks to us today in this timeless performance by the BBSO. Thank you, Sally. I'm here in the DPW building garage with Ken Brown. Thank you so much for being here.
Nice to be here with you, Emily.
We're here to talk about the R900 program. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, what we're trying to do in Bloomfield Township right now is change all our old Badger meters to a new Neptune radio read meter, or an old style. And you see any plastic connected to that meter, please call. And I will put a new brass piece in replaces that plastic.
All seems very convenient. Thank you so much, Ken, for being here and all you do for the township.
I appreciate it.
Back to you in the studio, Sally. Follow us on Twitter at State Champs TV for the latest news, highlights, and updates on all the teams we cover. Also, you can shoot us a tweet with the games you would like to see us at. Coming up, we're going back to the highlights here on State Champs. Welcome to Bloomfield in Focus, the show that takes you inside new things happening in Bloomfield Township. Today on the show, we talk with the Engineering and Environmental Department about the new safety paths being constructed. We will also be talking with Ned Greenberg about Bloomfield Township's lakes and the many projects going on with them to make sure they stay beautiful. We'll also take a look at this year's 2011 Woodward Dream Cruise Classic Car Show. And finally, we'll sit down with Supervisor Dave Payne and discuss the latest events in Bloomfield Township. We have an exciting show, so stay tuned to Bloomfield in Focus. I'm here at Bloomfield Township Central Fire Station with firefighter and paramedic Tim Cower. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We're here to talk about the replacement trucks. We have a ladder truck and a rescue truck. Let's start with the ladder truck. What is it used for?
Well, our ladder truck has many different uses. Not only does it have a 75-foot aerial ladder for large water supplies, it can pump up to 1,500 gallons a minute, which we need for big fires.
Okay, now I know one of your main points you want to get across to people is call 911 over driving yourself to the hospital. Can you explain some reasons why?
Well, in Bloomfield Township, we have a 4 to 6 minute response time, and basically we're on scene in that time frame. The rescues are staffed with paramedics. They're able to start medical treatments. They're able to use medications. They are basically the hands of the ER, and we are able to communicate with the doctors. We're able to get the patient to the hospital quickly and safely.
So why is this better than someone driving themselves to the hospital?
Well, basically, someone who's trying to take care of a loved one is already upset. They're not concentrating on the roadways. They may cause another accident for somebody else on the road. Not to mention, if something were to happen to their loved one while they're getting them to the hospital, they're not able to help them other than driving faster. So we have excellent services here in Bloomfield Township, paramedics on staff, and it's the fastest, safest way. People shouldn't be afraid to call them.
Thank you so much, Tim, for being here and everything you do for the township. Back to you in the studio, Sally. Coming up is our long-awaited main event here in Detroit, Cass Tech taking on King on our 3-time Emmy award-winning high school sports show, State Champs. I'm here with Will Meter. Congratulations, Will.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel to be a part of Brother Rice's 9th consecutive state championship?
Yeah, you know, when I came into the school, we had 6 state champions. My freshman year was the national champion year. Then my sophomore year, we had a really good year. Towards the end, we really picked it up. Last year I got hurt, so it wasn't as special, but this year definitely means the most of any state championship I've had. So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The Parade Company and Target are gearing up for one of the most spectacular firework displays in the nation, the 53rd annual Detroit Target Fireworks.
Everything we do is thanks to the sponsors, between the Target Corporation that sponsors the actual fireworks display and then Charter One Bank that sponsors the VIP rooftop party. They're just two of the sponsors that actually help us produce the party.
This may look like the top of an empty parking structure, but in under 24 hours, the Miller parking garage will look like this. The official VIP rooftop party, sponsored by Charter One Bank, hosting over 2,000 people.
The theme this year is so much to believe in, because we feel there's so much to believe in the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan. The best party in the city of Detroit, Andiamo is catering the event. We have WDIV broadcasting live, WJR broadcasting live. We have a wonderful entertainment setup. We have Annabelle Road, the Sun Messengers. There's Jill Jack performing her Believe song that she made for the city of Detroit.
Now let's check out how the fireworks display is made so unique year after year, reminding Detroit there's so much to believe in. Right in front of the Miller parking garage lies 3 barges set up in the middle of Detroit River. To put the display together, the Parade Company works with the Zambelli International Fireworks team.
Security for the event starts typically 6 days, or about approximately 6 days prior to the event, because that's when we start getting the heavy equipment or the equipment on site, being and personnel. Again, Zambelli International is actually arriving today.
Before the barges even arrive, the fireworks have to be choreographed with the music chosen.
All has to be cut and pasted into a 23-minute segment that allows us to do. Yeah, so we have approximately 17 songs in there, and you're going to recognize some of the artists. We have, obviously, I personally like to cater to some of the artists that, Eminem, a small segment of an Eminem song is going to be Kid Rock, Jill Jack doing I Believe.
Now that you've seen all it takes to put together one of the nation's best fireworks displays, don't miss them on June 27th. In Detroit, Emily Michaels. Thank you, Sally. We're here on 14 Mile, where the township is building a safety path. Thank you, Lance, for being here. Now, Sally and Wayne were talking in the studio about how the routes are determined. Now, before the construction starts, what specific factors come into play?
We take a look at the area itself. Does it connect to other safety paths that already exist? Put that back into working service, and then everything is seeded and left to grow that.
It'll be great to see people use these safety paths soon. Thank you so much, Lance, for being here and all the hard work you do.
Thank you for having me.
Back to you in the studio, Sally.